In the heart of Egypt, beneath layers of sand and stone, lies the richest archaeological treasure trove on Earth. The Valley of the Kings, carved into limestone cliffs, has captivated explorers and scientists for over 2 centuries. This necropolis, where Egypt's mighty pharaohs abandoned pyramid traditions in favor of hidden tombs, continues to reveal secrets about one of history's most fascinating civilizations. Among 65 tombs discovered in the valley, only one remained untouched. By looters through the millennia, the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. British explorer Howard Carter's 1922 discovery forever changed our understanding of ancient Egyptian burial practices. Beneath feet of debris, Carter uncovered a labyrinth of tunnels leading to chambers containing over 5,000 priceless artifacts. Golden statues, elaborate furniture, and the pharaoh's mummy adorned with a golden death mask inside a coffin made of more than 200 pounds of solid gold. Today, Egyptologist Aliyah Ismail leads a team using cutting-edge technology to unlock new secrets about this legendary tomb. Advanced scanning techniques have stripped away painted walls to reveal unusual markings beneath. Indented outlines caused by paintbrushes pressing into still wet plaster. These impressions provide compelling evidence that Tutankhamun's burial was rushed, likely due to his unexpected death at 19 years old. Despite becoming Egypt's most famous pharaoh, Tutankhamun's reign was brief. Ascending to the throne at 9 years old, he relied heavily on advisors to govern his vast empire. As he matured, he cultivated an image as a warrior king, but suffered from multiple ailments, including malaria, which likely contributed to his premature death. The most perplexing question surrounding Tutankhamun's tomb is how it remained hidden for 3 millennia when every other tomb in the valley was discovered and looted. Aliyah's investigation has revealed a fascinating geological explanation. Using drone technology to map the valley, her team discovered that Tutankhamun's tomb sits precisely at the convergence point of several natural flood channels. Throughout history, flash floods and earthquakes have pushed debris downhill, depositing tons of rock directly over the tomb entrance. This natural phenomenon, combined with stone chippings from tombs constructed above, created an impenetrable protective barrier that kept the Boy King's treasures safe until Carter's discovery in the 20th century. In essence, the tomb occupied the most sheltered location in the entire valley, a fortunate coincidence that preserved this archaeological treasure trove. In Giza, 300 miles north of the valley, the Grand Egyptian Museum stands in the shadow of the pyramids. This billion-dollar facility will soon house the largest collection of archaeological treasures in history, reuniting all of Tutankhamun's artifacts for the first time in a century. State-of-the-art laboratories and research facilities will allow scientists to analyze these objects using modern technology, potentially revealing new information about the Boy King's life and reign. The process of moving these priceless artifacts represents one of the most significant archaeological logistics operations in history. Conservator Isa Zidane has overseen the packing and transportation of 122 of Tutankhamun's treasures from Luxor, including his famous chariot, model boats, and an elaborately gilded head of the cow goddess Hathor. The convoy traversed 400 miles of barren desert and crowded city streets under military escort to protect these irreplaceable artifacts. During preparations, Isa's team made an unexpected discovery: a long-lost box used by Howard Carter to transport treasures from the tomb. Inside were delicate wooden fragments identified as parts of an ancient model boat. These vessels played a crucial role in Egyptian burial practices, as they were believed to help the deceased navigate to the afterlife. Museum records indicate these fragments may complete a model boat already housed in Cairo, potentially reuniting pieces separated for almost a century. The source of the vast quantities of gold used in Tutankhamun's treasures has long fascinated archaeologists. 50 miles south of the valley in the eastern desert, researchers have been hunting for evidence of ancient gold mining operations. This inhospitable 85,000 square mile wilderness contains tiny grains of gold locked inside rock formations. By following a network of ancient wells and rest stops stretching across the desert, researchers have uncovered remains of mining settlements. These discoveries reveal the harsh conditions endured by ancient miners who cut shafts up to 32 feet deep into solid rock, searching for gold-bearing quartz. The laborious process required teams of 20 workers toiling for a week to produce just a spoonful of refined gold. Archaeological evidence shows miners used stone hammers to crush gold-bearing quartz, grinding it to powder on stone slabs. Water would then be used to wash away lighter particles, leaving behind precious gold dust. These settlements provide unprecedented insight into the communities that supplied the precious metal for pharaonic treasures, illuminating a crucial but often overlooked aspect of ancient Egyptian civilization. At Kubet el-Hawa near Aswan, 120 miles south of the Valley of Kings, Professor Alejandro Jimenez Serrano leads an archaeological team making remarkable discoveries. This ancient burial site contains tombs of nobles who governed Egypt centuries before the pharaohs buried in the Valley of the Kings. After a decade of excavation, archaeologists opened a sealed tomb containing the 4,000-year-old remains of a high-ranking official named Shammai. The tomb contained 4 complete model boats with crews, an extremely rare discovery not seen in 70 years. These intricately carved wooden vessels provide exceptional insight into ancient Egyptian burial practices and beliefs about the journey to the afterlife. Despite damage from termites over millennia, the boats retain remarkable detail, including a yellow-faced figure believed to represent Shammai himself. Examination of Shammai's remains revealed something unexpected. He was much younger than anticipated, possibly only a child or adolescent. Yet inscriptions indicate he held a powerful administrative position controlling food distribution, suggesting he wielded significant influence despite his youth. Like Tutankhamun, Shammai's elevated status afforded him an elaborate burial with goods to ensure safe passage to the afterlife. The conservation of these ancient artifacts presents enormous challenges for modern archaeologists. The wooden boats discovered in Shammai's tomb are extremely fragile, requiring painstaking work with scalpels to separate them from the tomb floor and specialized adhesives to preserve their structure. Ironically, termite excrement has actually helped preserve portions of the wooden vessels for millennia, creating a natural binding agent. The extraction of these delicate artifacts required foam-lined cradles and precise timing to avoid strong desert winds. Even a short 40-meter journey from tomb to laboratory required meticulous planning to prevent damage to these irreplaceable treasures. Similarly, the transportation of Tutankhamun's artifacts demanded climate-controlled conditions and extensive security measures to ensure their safe arrival at the Grand Egyptian Museum. At the museum's conservation laboratory, specialists now apply modern scientific techniques to these ancient treasures. This work has already yielded results, as conservators identified the missing mast for one of Tutankhamun's model boats, a piece separated from its vessel for nearly a century. These ongoing discoveries demonstrate that even 100 years after Tutankhamun's tomb was uncovered, these artifacts continue to reveal new secrets about ancient Egyptian civilization. The preservation of Tutankhamun's tomb can be attributed to unique geological factors. Egypt experiences dozens of earthquakes annually, which over thousands of years have destabilized rock formations throughout the Valley of the Kings. German geologist Martin Ziegler has installed seismometers to measure vibrations that could trigger rockfalls, providing insight into how natural disasters shape the archaeological landscape. The drone surveys revealed that Tutankhamun's tomb lies precisely where several flood channels converge. Throughout history, occasional flash floods pushed rubble downhill toward this convergence point, burying the tomb entrance deeper with each geological event. This natural process, combined with debris from tomb construction above, created a protective seal that preserved the Boy King's treasures until the 20th century. The Valley of the Kings remains the greatest archaeological site on Earth for understanding Egypt's famous pharaohs. As new technologies emerge, archaeologists continue to uncover hidden chambers, analyze ancient remains, and piece together the complex puzzle of this remarkable civilization. Tutankhamun, who played a relatively minor role in Egypt's history, has become its most famous ruler precisely because natural forces protected his tomb for millennia. The ongoing work across Egypt demonstrates archaeology's evolution from treasure hunting to scientific pursuit, requiring patience, technological innovation, and international collaboration. Each discovery adds to our understanding of a civilization that continues to captivate the modern world 3,000 years after its golden age. 3,000 years after its golden age. From the Valley of the Kings to the Eastern Desert and ancient burial sites along the Nile, researchers weave together a more complete picture of ancient Egyptian life, death, and the extraordinary measures taken to prepare for the journey into the afterlife. The pharaoh's legacy endures not just in gold and artifacts, but in humanity's ongoing quest to understand one of history's most enduring and sophisticated ancient civilizations.